Hey everybody, it's Matt at Sparkle Farm. Honey and I are out here in the workshop today, and it's chilly enough that we can get the wood burner going. And we'll just let it do its thing. It's pretty efficient. And Honey is loving it. I just want to give a once over on my wood burning fireplace for the workshop. So this is the Shelter 2600. It came all together except for that piece down there. It wasn't too bad putting everything together. It's just that it weighs a lot. So I know I still need to finish hooking up my ductwork. Hopefully I can get a guy I know that's really great with HVAC, and he can help me come up with a great plan of how to efficiently heat the whole shop, you know, because they know like the pressures of reducing and the best flow, and so I'm sure I could put together something, but I'd like to get some input from a guy that does it every day. But I wanted to show how I set up my chimney because it's a little different than most. So this is what I did. So I have my 6-inch coming out. It's a little less than 90 degrees. Goes up about 2 feet to another adjustable 90, which is less than 90. And then this is the adapter that goes to the insulated chimney pieces. And then going through my wall, I got this piece here that is cut out to, I don't know, about 3 inches from the insulated piece. And the insulated piece, I can actually put my hand on it. It's a little warm, but I can put my hand on it. So I left this off because my plan is to still cover this with cement board and tape it up. But this is going through the wall. Let me show you the outside. So I have the wood burner fired up today because the morning started off at like 39, 40 degrees and the shop was 50. So it's like, let's just get it nice and warm in there. All right, let me show you the outside. So I have the 2 foot coming out. I have a 15-degree adapter, a 3 foot piece of chimney to another 15-degree adapter to my T with the clean out. And then this is, hopefully it's not too bright, even though it's not bright at all here. It's actually way overcast. So that is my chimney, and it's 1, 2, 3, 4 sections of 3 foot. So it goes up 12 feet, and then I put they call it the deluxe rain cap on top, and then I put 2 supports, sets of support arms on it. They're the universal ones. Those are kind of a pain to set up, only because I'm standing on the scaffold, reaching and trying to make small adjustments. I ended up putting blocking behind, underneath, because I didn't know where the trusses were to screw into. But yeah, that's my setup. Seems to work really well. No point that it's really hot, that I can't touch it, so that makes me feel a little safer. I feel like I have good flow. The slope isn't, I think it's acceptable. I'm sure I'm pushing it to the limits of the horizontal flow, but I feel like it's no point it's an actual 90, except for right at the chimney, but everybody's is. Yeah, when I fire this thing up, this thing's pumping out great smoke. It does, the Shelter 2600 does have a damper fan, so it's actually blowing, so it actually gives you that positive pressure out that you need to get your fire going, and just so you don't smoke up your home or your workshop, wherever you end up putting it. Pretty happy with this setup. The reason I did that is I would have to go through 2 areas inside, like the second floor of my catwalk area, and then go through the roof, and I just felt like that could potentially give me problems in the future if something leans against it up in the catwalk, you know, by accident. And I just, being in construction for 20 years, I just don't like putting any more holes in a roof than I need to. So by doing this, I got rid of a potential fire hazard and a leak in my roof. So pretty happy about that. I'll put I purchased all these pieces from Menards. Maybe not some of the bolts or something, but that was probably the hardest part, was finding all the pieces. I had to go to 2 different Menards multiple times. Not everything is in stock, and I understand it's the wrong time of year, but they still have it on the shelf, or a spot for it on the shelf. So it took actually a few weeks to get all the correct parts to put all this together, but I'm happy with it. It heats the barn up great now without the best ductwork system. You know, I just have 90s on it, blowing it out into the center of the room, and then ceiling fans. But yeah, pretty happy with it. Kind of looking forward to next winter, even though we haven't even hit a good spring yet. I know it's a little unorthodox, but I feel better about it than having anything contacted going through the multiple ceilings. Just felt safer about it. And it works great. I have great flow coming out when I light the fires. I come outside and I just see the smoke pouring out, and that tells me I have great flow. So yeah, for anybody out there looking to install one of these, but they need to install their own chimney, it's worth doing. All right, thanks everybody. Have a great day.